Good morning, students. I hope you are studying well. And today I am going to discuss about a very important topic as per the NEET examination is concerned, that is the cell unit of life. The cell unit of life. Why I am telling that this is the very important topic? Because 3 to 4 questions appear from this topic every year in NEET exam. Last year 3 questions appear. I will tell you, for example, 2 questions from that. Who said that omnis cellula e cellula means new cells are formed from pre-existing cells? New cells are formed from pre-existing cells. This was given by Rudolf Virchow. Rudolf Virchow. This question appeared in the last year NEET. Similarly, one more question, that is P arm and Q arm respectively are. The short arm of the chromosome is called P arm and the long arm of the chromosome is called Q arm. So this is the question asked. P arm and Q arm respectively are. P arm is the short arm of the chromosome, whereas Q arm is the long arm of the chromosome. Okay, like that the questions appear, and you have to remember the cell organelles, their composition and their structure, their functions. So you have to read as many times as possible so that you can remember all the important points related to that. So in this session, I will tell you some important points related to the entire topic, that is the cell unit of life. You can start from the beginning itself. In the first one, there is a one sentence called reductionist biology. Reductionist biology. The physico-chemical approach to study and understand living organisms is known as reductionist biology. Then G.N. Ramachandran, you know, a structural biologist, G.N. Ramachandran, discovered the triple helical structure of collagen. Triple helical structure of collagen was proposed by G.N. Ramachandran. Like that, you have to focus on important areas of every page. Now, how many types of cells are there and what are there? Before that, you have to know the discovery. 3 points you never forget. First discovered cell is a dead cell. That was first discovered by Robert Hooke. Hooke wrote a book called Micrographia. Hooke wrote a book called Micrographia. So Robert Hooke mentioned all his discoveries in his own book called Micrographia. Living cell was first discovered by Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Living cell was first discovered by Anton von Leeuwenhoek, a Dutch merchant. And the first discovered living cells are bacteria. And lastly, Nucleus was first discovered by Robert Brown. Robert Brown discovered nucleus, like that. Then the cells are broadly divided into two types, namely prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. The main difference is membrane-bound nucleus and membrane-bound cell organelles are absent in prokaryotic cells. Membrane-bound nucleus and membrane-bound cell organelles are present in eukaryotic cells. Bacteria is a typical example for prokaryote. Plant cells and animal cells are example for eukaryotes. In prokaryotic cell, what you have to read? Mainly, in prokaryotic cell, cell wall, cell membrane, plasmids. In the cell membrane, mainly mesosome, then flagella, pili, and inclusion bodies. Inclusion bodies. Before that, you should remember, smallest living cells are mycoplasma. Smallest living cells are mycoplasma. Remember, who proposed cell theory, also called cell doctrine? Schleiden and Schwann. Cell theory is applicable to all organisms having cells. But cell theory is not applicable to viruses because viruses do not contain cells. They are acellular or non-cellular biological entities. That is why cell theory is not applicable to viruses. And now, regarding prokaryotic cells, you have to remember these aspects. I will tell you a few important points from that area. Cell wall. Prokaryotic cell is surrounded by cell wall except mycoplasma. Mycoplasma do not contain cell wall. Cell wall of bacteria is made up of peptidoglycan. Gram-positive bacteria contain large quantity of peptidoglycan and teichoic acid. But the cell wall of gram-negative bacteria contain less amount of peptidoglycan and also teichoic acid is absent. Cell wall of archaebacteria contain pseudomurin. Try to recollect all these. Pseudomurin is present in the cell wall of archaebacteria. Cell wall of fungi is made up of chitin. Okay, right. Then in prokaryote, the cell membrane undergo invaginations at certain regions. These infoldings are called as mesosomes. Mesosomes are very important structures in prokaryotes. Mesosome helps in respiration because no mitochondria. The function of mitochondria is taken over by mesosome. Help in cell division. As it is an infolding, it helps in increase in the area of the cell. Right. Plasmids. In addition to main DNA, most of the bacteria possess one or more plasmids. Plasmids are extra chromosomal genetical elements. They may be useful to the bacteria. For example, they provide resistance to antibiotics. They helps to bacteria, right? Then some bacteria possess flagella and also pili. Flagella does not show 9+2 arrangement in bacteria. 9+2 arrangement is absent in bacteria. And inclusion bodies, in bacteria, because bacteria is a typical example for prokaryotic cell. In bacteria, reserve food material is present, not surrounded by any membrane. And these reserve food material include glycogen granules, phosphate granules, cyanophycin granules, like that. These non-membrane bound reserve food is called inclusion bodies. And finally, ribosomes are present in prokaryotes also. The only cell organelle which is non-membrane bound, present both in prokaryotes and eukaryotes, is ribosomes. What kind of ribosomes are present? 70S ribosomes. What is the function of ribosomes? Protein synthesis. Here one important question appears every time in NEET examination. That is, look at here. This is the mRNA. To the mRNA, several ribosomes are attached like this. Such arrangement of ribosomes, that means several ribosomes are attached to a single mRNA and translate the message present on mRNA into polypeptide or protein, is called polysome. So many times asked this question, what is meant by polysome? Several ribosomes attached to the same mRNA and translate the message present on mRNA and produces several proteins, because prokaryotic mRNA is polycistronic. Such arrangement of a group of ribosomes is called polysome or polyribosome. Right? Then that is about the the various structures which you have to concentrate on prokaryotes. Then eukaryotes. Eukaryotic cells. There is a compartmentalization in eukaryotic cells because of the presence of cell organelles. So what you have to study under this? Here also you have to read about cell wall, cell membrane or plasma membrane, then cell organelles which form EMS, cell organelles which does not form EMS, then cytoskeleton, then microbodies you have to read, and cilia or flagella, centrioles or centrosome, and also finally nucleus and chromosomes. These are the areas which you have to concentrate in eukaryotes, right? In eukaryotic cells, cell wall, cell membrane, the cell organelles that form endomembrane system, cell organelles which do not form endomembrane system, cytoskeleton, microbodies, cilia or flagella, centrosome or centrioles, nucleus and chromosomes. This is very important. And here cell wall. Two questions appear. All plant cells possess cell walls. Cell wall is absent in animal cells. Okay, clear. Cell wall of algae is made up of cellulose, galactons, mannans, and calcium carbonate minerals like calcium carbonate. Similarly, cell wall of higher plant cell wall of higher plants is composed of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin and proteins. These are present. Those two questions. Then cell membrane, remember, whether it's prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell, whether it contains cell wall or not, all living cells possess cell membrane. All living cells possess cell membrane, also called also called plasma membrane, right? Cell membrane is made up of lipids and proteins, hence it is called lipoproteinaceous membrane. The main lipid present in the cell membrane is phospholipid. Several models have been proposed to explain the structure of plasma membrane, but the most valid one, the most accepted one is fluid mosaic model proposed by Singer and Nicholson. And plasma membrane act as a selectively permeable membrane. So that is about cell membrane. Then cell organelles. Before you go for cell organelles, we can divide all the cell organelles into 3 groups based on the membranes. Some cell organelles do not have membrane. Ribosomes, centrioles, amembranous or non-membranous cell organelles. Amembranous or non-membranous cell organelles. Then endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes, vacuoles, peroxisomes, glyoxysomes. All these are surrounded by single membrane. Therefore, these are called single membranous cell organelles. Similarly, mitochondria, plastids, and nucleus are surrounded by 2 membranes. Therefore, these are called double membranous cell organelles. Okay? Now, out of all the cell organelles, some cell organelles form endomembrane system because their functions are coordinated. They include vessel form EMS. Vessel form EMS. In the vessel, V means vacuole, G means Golgi complex, L means lysosomes, E means endoplasmic reticulum. I think understand. V means vacuole, G means Golgi complex, L means lysosomes, and E means endoplasmic reticulum. All these form EMS because their functions are coordinated. For example, questions may ask from these cell organelles. Function of RER, protein synthesis. Lipid synthesis is the function of SER. Which cell organelles synthesize glycolipid glycoproteins? Golgi complex. Which cell organelle is called storehouse of the cell? Vacuole. Which cell organelle contain in some plants a non-photosynthetic pigment called anthocyanin? Anthocyanin is a pigment not useful in photosynthesis, just it provides coloration, present in some plants vacuoles like beetroot. Right. The concentration of the vacuole is higher than the surrounding cell concentration because due to active transport, the waste materials are dumped into the vacuole. Then, which cell organelle is called suicidal bags of the cell? Lysosomes. What kind of enzymes are present in lysosomes? Digestive enzymes. For example, carbohydrases, lipases, proteases, etc. All the enzymes of lysozyme are active at acidic pH. At what pH they work? Acidic pH. Then, I told you already, endoplasmic reticulum discovered by K.R. Porter. K.R. Porter discovered this one. Then, some cell organelles does not form EMS like mitochondria, plastids, peroxisomes, etc. Because their functions are not coordinated. As their functions are not coordinated, they do not form EMS, right? Which cell organelles are self-duplicating or semi-autonomous cell organelles? These two. Why they are self-duplicating? Because they contain DNA. Which stain is used to observe mitochondria? Janus green B. Janus green B is used to see mitochondria because they're very small. Plastids are polymorphic cell organelles because they occur in three forms: chloroplasts, chromoplasts, leucoplasts, like that. And similarly, which cell organelle is the photorespiratory cell organelle? Peroxisomes. I told you already in the photorespiration. And it also protects the cell from toxicity of hydrogen peroxide, right? Remember these. Then cytoskeleton. In the eukaryotic cell cytoplasm, a network of tubules are arranged and that provide stability to the cell, mechanical support, and also motility. And that structure is called cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is present only in eukaryotic cells. And this cytoskeleton is made up of three types of structures: microtubules, microfilaments, intermediate filaments. These three are known as cytoskeleton. And microbodies, single membrane bound, certain cell organelles such as peroxisome and glyoxysomes form microbodies. Peroxisomes and glyoxysomes are known as microbodies. And then cilia and flagella in eukaryotic cells show 9+2 arrangement. In the center, 2 microtubules are there, surrounded by central sheath. Peripheral, 9 pairs of doublets are there. Each doublet is made up of 2 microtubules. Therefore, 9 into 2, 18 peripheral microtubules, 2 in the center. Totally 20 microtubules are there. Peripheral are connected with the central by means of radial spokes. Number of radial spokes 9. Number of central tubules 2. Number of doublets, pairs of doublets 9. Try to remember that. Then centrosome. Centrioles are present only in animal cells. They are absent in plant cells. They are not surrounded by any membrane. They are non-membranous. And the centrosome shows cartwheel shaped arrangement. Cartwheel shaped arrangement is shown by centriole. There are 2 centrioles combinedly called centrosome, perpendicularly arranged. And in each centriole, in the center, there is a proteinaceous structure called hub. And peripheral, triplets are present. A triplet fibrils are present. That means each triplet is having 3 microtubules. 3 into 9. 9 triplets are there. 27 microtubules are present in one centriole. Okay? Like that. And they form the basal bodies which gives rise to cilia and flagella. And lastly, nucleus. You know that? One cell generally contains one nucleus. Sometimes basidiomycetes, ascomycetes may contain 2 nuclei. Similarly, tapetal cells contain more than 1 nucleus. You know that? And in some cells such as sieve cells and sieve tubes at maturity, no nucleus is present. However, they are living because the functions are controlled by companion cells, like that. And nucleus is a double membranous cell organelle. Inside the nucleus, there is a fluid called nucleoplasm. And here and there are one or more spherical non-membrane structures called nucleoli, also called plasmosomes. And there is a network of chromatin in the nucleus called as chromatin reticulum present in the interface. During cell division, the chromatin material is changed into chromosomes. During cell division only, we are able to see the chromosomes. But during interphase, they are present in the form of a reticulum network. But during cell division, they are seen. Chromosomes are visible with the help of a stain called acetocarmine, right? And the chromosomes are clearly visible during metaphase. It becomes condensed and show a rod-shaped structure. Shape of chromosome in the metaphase, rod shape. In case of anaphase, each chromosome shows one chromatid. They occur in 4 different shapes because of the position of the centromere. See, if centromere is exactly in the middle, so that it shows V shape, this is called metacentric chromosome. If centromere is slightly away from the center, one long and one short, therefore it shows L shape, this is called submetacentric. L-shaped chromosome, submetacentric. V-shaped chromosome, metacentric. And sometimes the centromere is present towards one end, so that one very long arm and one very short arm. This is J-shape. J-shaped chromosomes are called acrocentric. And if centromere is present only towards one end, having only one arm, it is called telocentric. I repeat, metaphase chromosomes are rod-shaped because they show maximum condensation, and each metaphase chromosome shows 2 chromatids. But anaphase chromosome contain 1 chromatid, and the chromosome shows different shapes, namely V shape, L shape, J shape, and I shape. If centromere is present exactly in the middle, so that both the arms are equal and attain V shape during cell division, that is during anaphase. And if centromere is present slightly away from the center, as a result one long and one short arm, and they appear as L shape, then it is submetacentric. And if the centromere is present towards one side, so that one become very long arm and one become very short arm, they show J shape, and such chromosomes are called acrocentric chromosomes. And last one is, if centromere is present towards one end of the chromosome, so that only one arm is present, and such chromosomes are called telocentric chromosomes. And this is about the cell unit of life. I have given as much as possible in this short period, and you try to revise once again, go through that, because 3 to 4 questions means it's a very important topic as per NEET exam is concerned. I hope you will read again and again, and you will get more command. So thank you one and all. That's all today, and tomorrow we go with the next one.